Hey my peeps, welcome back to my channel. Happy 4th of July. If you're out there barbecuing and stuff, save me a hot dog, I'm coming over. Anyway, it's summer. It's the season for food on sticks. You know, like chicken kebabs, shish kebabs, whatever you want to call them. So I was thinking that we should make treats on a stick. Why should it only be for meat when we can make these pretty cute kebabs? So we're gonna make some of these. I made one another type style that I put a picture on, like Instagram and my Facebook and all that. But I'm gonna show you how to make both of them. Pretty easy, fast. You can make them to sell on your Etsy shop, and they're just so cute. So I'm gonna just leave these right here so you can look at them. They look tasty, don't they? So you are going to need, for this one, let's start with this one. You're gonna need a sponge, right? I found this sponge at like Lowe's. It came in a 2-pack and it was like $5, right? But Dollar Tree has a sponge too. It's pretty big and it's a bit brighter than the one I have. So you might have to color this one. I didn't put any color on this one. I just painted the edges to make it look like baked cake, but I didn't really have to do much to any of this. So if you want to get this one, I got this one from Lowe's and it was in a 2-pack. Or if you want, you could just get this one and paint it. Totally up to you. So I have one that I already cut, like started cutting. So all I do is just take my scissor and I cut down whatever I think I want the size of the cake to be. Just a straight cut. All the way down till you cut. Right? And then I took it and I cut that, well, I cut the edges off just to make them a little square. Right? And then I took this and I cut this in half. And then I cut 3 pieces out of each one. Like that. Right? You could trim them up if you want. If you don't like that edge, just cut it off a little bit. Don't cut off too much. You know, cake is not perfect when you cut it in cubes like this. It's not going to be perfect, and this looks just fine the way it is. So I have some over here that I kind of already painted up. Oops. But I'm going to show you how I did it. So what I did was I got some, see, like I painted up the bottoms of these already. I just took some classic caramel and on a brush, like a dry brush, you don't need a lot of paint because this is, you're basically going to dry brush this. And you are going to like take most of the paint off. And then you're just going to go around the edge like that. You know, just to make it look baked. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. That's totally up to you. But that's what I did. I just took it and made some brown spots. Not brown spot, brown edge. Just to give it that baked look. And then you're going to do that to as many pieces as you want. And then you're going to get something like this. I just did a whole bunch of little pieces of cake. Okay? So you're going to get that. And I think that's the hardest part. Just painting that part. And you got to let it dry 100%. And then, you know, we're going to move on to the next thing. So you're gonna need some skewers for this. Hold on. I got this from Dollar Tree. get 100 of them for $1.25 now. So, you know, you take out as many as you want, how many you want to make. They so easy, you can make a bunch of these in no time. But there's a couple of things I need to share with you. So these strawberries, I got them from Hobby Lobby, but they do have them on Amazon. And the blueberries I got from Michael's. It came in a basket like this. Well, actually, I bought 2 packs. It didn't come with all these blueberries, but I couldn't resist, so I bought 2. And I don't know if you can find those on Amazon, but I will do a search to see what I find the cheapest price. So the strawberries I got from Hobby Lobby, they come like this in this pack, and they cost $6.99. But every other week, Hobby Lobby puts like their baked stuff on sale, and usually when their baked stuff is on sale, that's when these strawberries and their fake fruit go on sale too. So I just bought a bag, but in this bag, there's like 2 different sizes. You see, this one is pretty big compared to that one. So I want to take out all the small ones and keep the big ones for another project. So I want all the small ones for my kebabs. So I'm just going to look through that and get out as many small ones as I can find. Hey, these are stuck together. And I'm going to put the rest away because I don't need the big sized ones. I mean, if you want to use big sized ones, that's up to you. But I'm using the small ones. Okay, just so everything could be like proportioned. Because I'm thinking if you use a bigger strawberry, you might need a bigger piece of cake or something. So I'm not going to do that. So what I did is I took this part out. This part of the strawberry, you just put it out. Sometimes it's stuck in there pretty good because you don't need that part. And if you don't want, like I left the leaves on mine, but if you, just because I wanted to give it like some dimension and some, you know, give it a little bit more of a look. I didn't try to do it without this, but I just thought it would look a bit plain, so I just left it on there. But if you don't like that look, you just take the leaf part off too. Totally up to you. This is your creation. You do it however you want. So now this is what I learned. If you try to take your skewer and just stick it in there straight, you might not get it straight. It might go that way. It might go that way. It might. So what I did is I started a hole. Like I started the hole so it could go all the way down. You know, I went through the top. Like, it doesn't matter what size your stick comes out through this way because nobody's going to see that. But if you make your hole and you come up this way and you don't do it the right way, this comes up and you're going to see white underneath. And we don't want that. So basically, you're just going to take your strawberry and slowly, don't be in a rush, make sure that you guiding it through that hole that you made, okay? Don't be in a rush. Just take your time and you'll get a good hole and a good, like, it's just gonna look good. It's not gonna be ripped or anything like that, right? So now for the pound cake, I ran into an issue as well. So if you try to push this into your pound cake, you see how it starts getting like, it has that look like it's being pulled in there, like it's not straight. So what I did was I took a skewer that was just a little bit bigger. See, this one is a little thicker than the one I have. This is the one I'm using. And I went in there and I squished it in there, but then I also did this, stretched it. Just stretch it a little bit so that it starts to straighten out, like look like a square piece of cake. Because you don't want it to look, you know, like folded in the inside, in the middle. See how it looks now? It doesn't have that, like, look that it wants to go inside of the sponge. So that's what you got to do, okay? So basically all you're going to do is just put a piece of cake. I didn't get the right hole. I mean, you can always fix it once you get it on there too. But I like to just make sure it's a little stretched out so it don't give me that much trouble when I put it on. And then you're going to get you another strawberry, which I didn't prepare. Move these out the way. So I got another strawberry here, and I'm going to go in through the top like I showed you before. Just to make, like, you're going to pre-make your hole. See, if you did it through the front, you would have got all of this. But we don't care about that because nobody's going to see that. And also, you could just hot glue that right back down. No problem. So now we're going to take our strawberry slowly. See how that came up? Nobody's going to see that because you're going to put a piece of cake on top of that. So you got to just be careful when you push it through, okay? So now I'm going to get me another piece of cake. You see how it looks squared there? You don't want that. So you just want to stretch it. Make sure you stretch it out so it don't look squished up. Then you're going to take another piece of your pound cake and you're just going to push it through. And again, you can stretch it out beforehand or you can stretch it out while it's on the stick. But you don't want it to have that look like it's not squished. Like, I don't know. I can't explain the look what I'm trying to say. I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know. But we don't want it to look squished, right? So then you're just going to get you some blueberries now. And if you don't have blueberries, just put another strawberry. Perfectly fine. So now with the blueberries, you're going to have to do the same thing. And make a pre-hole. Because these get messed up too if you don't make your pre-hole. So this is the top. I look for the bottom and I go through the bottom. And I just try to get it to the middle as best I can. And then I go and put it in through my skewer. Again, go slowly because this can, rip. And then you're going to see all the inside of the blueberry. And we don't want that. So you're just going to take your pointy thing, whatever it is. You can use a toothpick. You can use your Dollar Tree tool. You can use whatever. Just pre-make your hole. You have to pre-make your hole. They sell these tools at Dollar Tree. You could use this to pre-make your hole. And then be careful. Make sure you find that hole again when you're pushing your blueberry through, okay? I think this one already has a hole. No, this one doesn't have a hole. But it looks weird. So I'm going to push through again. Go through the bottom. And then once you have as many, you can leave it with 3 blueberries, whatever, however you want it to look. I'm gonna leave this one with 3. So then after this, you're just gonna take your glue gun. I finally got my glue gun set up that I got for my birthday. Now don't let me down, glue gun. Why isn't it? What the heck is going on here? Oh Lord. You let me down on your first debut. Okay, here it comes. You don't need a lot of glue. Just push it up. Now you can just move these up a little bit. You just need a dab of glue. You don't need a lot of glue. You can just go in through like that. That part with the strawberry that came off, just take that out if you don't like that part. or just glue it. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this glue gun being down on a, wait, I'm all under the leaves. Okay. Hello, you need to go under the, make sure you go under the strawberry. Push it down. Go underneath. Push your strawberry or your cake down. And then you're gonna glue each one of your little blueberries. You just need a dab of glue. You don't need a lot of glue, because you don't want the glue to show. So you're going to use the tiniest dab. And there you have your pound cake, your blueberry strawberry pound cake. That's a mouthful. Kebab, right? It looks pretty cute. You add as many strawberries you want, as much pound cake as you want, and all of that good stuff. This is what I'm gonna go with, okay? So that's that one. And now we are going to make this one. That one looks so tasty, don't it? Let me get a wet wipe so I can wipe this area down. Okay, so now let me move these blueberries out of the way before I knock them down, and they'll be all on the floor, because, you know, that's my style. All right, so I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. We're gonna leave these here because we need these strawberries, so I'm gonna leave the strawberries there. And so for this one, you're gonna use, now you could make your own marshmallows. I'm not saying you can't, but if you don't want to, or if you always have issues making marshmallows, you could buy these already made. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They sturdy foam marshmallows, and it costs $9.99, but they do go half price every other week, so you can look out for that. And again, if you don't have a Hobby Lobby, you can always order online, okay? And sometimes they have free shipping, so stay, look out for that when they have the free shipping, and you can place you a nice order. You can buy you some fake fruit. You could get you some whatever you can't get at any other store, only Hobby Lobby carries. Just wait until they do free shipping, and then you could grab you some. So for the marshmallow part, what I did was I took a marshmallow, put it on a little skewer, or any skewer. It doesn't have to be a little skewer, but I got me some little ones because I stuck it in my phone. So I got these cute little skewers. You can find those at Walmart or anywhere. And I got my little foam here, and I'm just gonna stick them on here to dry when I put the drip on it. Okay, so you're gonna take your skewer. Now this needs to be prepared as well, because it's very hard, and you must make your hole beforehand. When you're sticking your skewer in there, just go in the middle, go straight down, and make your hole. Because if not, this skewer is never going to go through there, because it's really hard. It's really hard. So I did like that. Then I took my slick paint, just brown, regular old brown slick paint, and I went around and put a drizzle on it. Now your drizzle don't have to be perfect. My drizzles ain't perfect. Just go on and make your drizzle. And then you're going to go on the top, and you're going to put some on it. Now you don't have to squeeze all your paint. Just put some on the top, and then use the tip to spread it around. You don't need to use up all your slick paint. Of course, you're going to add, if you need it. But other than that, just mix it around. Move it around until it fills up your area. Like, make sure that everything looks kosher, Looks like it blends and it belongs there. Okay, and then you just let that dry. You put it on your foam and you let it dry. Okay, and then once you got all your pieces dry, that's when you're gonna use it. Where I put my cap on? Oh, right here. So now after that, you're gonna put a strawberry, but this part is the cake part, is just a sponge. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I did that. So I got a sponge. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be yellow. It could be pink. It could be any color because you're going to paint it. The color that I use to paint that cake is chocolate sprinkle. But you can use burnt umber. You can use any dark colored paint. And if you don't want it to be dark, if you want this to be strawberry cake, then you paint it strawberry. I mean, you paint it strawberry. You paint it pink. Whatever color you want it to be, okay? I'm going to show you how I painted this. I use, so at Dollar Tree, they sell these, I call them daubers. It's like stencil. Now, these are not stencil brushes. The other ones are stencil brushes. I forgot what these called, but it comes in a 3-pack at Dollar Tree. And so what I did, you can see I already painted a whole bunch of cake. This is the easiest way I found to paint it, okay? So I just took some paint, put it right on top of the sponge, and then I just dabbed the paint on it. Because you know what? This helps it get into those crevices so you won't see that yellow part. So this was the best thing I found. Okay, you just want to dab it in there. Get you some more paint if you need it. And just put it on there and dab. I put too much because I'm trying to be fast here, but just dab it, squish it until you get into those parts. And then basically you're just gonna let this dry really well, like overnight. It needs to dry really well. It's not gonna be good to go. It's not gonna be able to use it right away because it needs to dry. Okay? If you don't let it dry and you try to use it, you're just gonna get paint on everything, and that's not good. So just, you know, this is a process. You gotta do step by step, but the end result is pretty cute. So just dab it. Make sure you try to cover up all that yellow or pink or whatever color your sponge is. You know what I'm saying? Go back, make sure you don't have no open spots. Get that paint up off of that paper, use it up, and then just go back and make sure you don't have any yellow. Good thing about this is a sponge, you can squish it down, you can do all kinds of things to it to fill up those spaces. And there you go. You have your piece of cake. Okay? Your piece of cake. So you know I already have some already made over here. So I'm just going to put this over here and get the ones I already have made, which are right here real quick. You see I got my cakes. They're also on skewers. We ain't going to need that much, but... And I got my marshmallows ready to go too. I'm going to move this out the way because we don't need it to take up our space over here. And let's keep that one there because we could use that. And we're going to need some strawberries. So I'm going to put my strawberries right there. And I also need, what I need? Oh, at the end of this, I put a dollop, like a whipped cream dollop. And it's a mold I got from Michael's. And I'm going to show you that, but I'm at the end, okay? So basically what you're going to do is the same thing we did over here. We are just, you already pre-made your hole for your marshmallow, so you're just going to stick it through. Now, you still got to make sure you take your time and make sure you get it through the right hole. You don't want to mess it up. Take off these cakes off the skewers and save these because you can reuse them. Take my marshmallows off and put them over there. So now you're going to get your strawberry, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. Take this part off, just put it out, and we're going to pre-make our hole because we don't want to mess it up again. Like how we did the other one, just go straight down. Try to get it as straight as possible, and make sure it goes up to the top. Now you're going to get your skewer and you're going to push through the hole. Make sure your leaves don't get pushed through the hole. Hold it tight. And now make sure that you get your hole through. Oops, see, I went too fast. You gotta take your time with this, but it's good. It's still good. So now your cake, you want to kind of pre-make your hole as well. So get another skewer and pre-make, because you got to push it in through there. It's kind of a little tough, but just work it and it's going to go. But you got to pre-make your hole first, okay? Everything you have to pre-make your hole, because if not, it's going to be not going to be good. You're going to you can rip your sponge, you could do anything can happen. So another marshmallow. Take it slow. Make sure I don't mess up my marshmallow. Then you're going to get you another strawberry. Pull out that middle. We're going to pre-make our hole. But that's just going to give us guidance for our skewer. Take it to the top. Now you're going to take it out. You're going to take your skewer. Now be careful, go slow. I'll be trying to go too fast. Take your time. Make sure you get, see it's coming out through the side? No, we don't want that. We want it to come out through the middle. So you're going to just move your skewer up around a little bit until you get it to the middle. And there you go. And now we're going to make another hole for our sponge here. Some of the sponge goes, I need to touch this up a little bit. But you know me, I would be doing everything in a hurry just because I want to show it to you guys. Right? And then you're going to get your little dollop that goes on the top. I use this mold from Michaels, which I made so many of these in different colors. As a matter of fact, I got some right here, look. There's some red, white, and blue ones, but I really didn't even get a chance to use them, but I did make them. And then you gotta make sure you push this, because you don't need a lot of this. Is really small, it doesn't need a lot. Make sure you push it up high enough so that your dollop, like, it doesn't go all the way through, okay? So just push up the other pieces. And there you go. And then you're just going to glue it down like how we did the other one. Just a dab of glue. You just want to make it connect. You don't want it to have too much glue. Okay? We're going to take this one off for a minute, just so we can glue all this down. Just take a dab. I don't know if I could take this glue gun laying down. I mean, upright. I'm so used to the glue gun like kind of laying down. Ugh. I'm gonna have to get used to this glue gun. And then you just push it down. And then you just get your glue gun. Put a dab. You don't need a lot of glue. You just want it to, you know, hold. That's it. You don't really want it to do too much. Then you're gonna take a little bit of your little, and there you go. Now make sure all your pieces are turned the right way and stuff. See me, I didn't look, because you know I'm always think about stuff afterwards. But anyways, that's your cute little cake, chocolate and strawberry kebab. And then we got some pound cake and blueberries and strawberry kebabs, which came out pretty cute. So you can go and make some. They're pretty easy, pretty cheap. You can make lots of them. You can put them on in your Etsy shop. I mean, they look tasty, don't they? So guys, that's it. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Get you some sponges. This is 2 different styles of sponges, but you know that makes our cake. Get you some strawberries. I'll post a link to the ones from Amazon if I find some reasonably priced, and the blueberries also, if I find them, I will post them. But you know, you could get the marshmallows from Hobby Lobby, the strawberries from Hobby Lobby. I never seen blueberries at Hobby Lobby, but I think they do have them hanging in a they not with the rest of the fruit. They hanging to the side. Matter of fact, I think I did see some blueberries. And the little dollop is a mold I got from Etsy, and that's foam clay. And that's it, guys. That is it. And you get you some yummy looking food on a stick. Like, right? Don't that look tasty? I think that look pretty good. 'Tis the season for food on sticks. So go on and make y'all some. Like I said, you can sell these on Etsy. They're pretty easy to make. You get like a lot of product. Because you buy a big bag of strawberries, you get a lot of strawberries, and then a sponge, you can make as much cake as you want from these sponges. And this bag of marshmallows comes with a ton of marshmallows. So you can go on and make you some kebabs, okay? So until the next video, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep crafting, stay safe out there, you know, with the fireworks and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you guys like this. Please leave a comment down below. Like this video, share it to your crafting groups or your crafting pages on Facebook and whatnot. I really appreciate that. It helps me get out there. Guys, I'm close to my 10K. I thank each and every one of you for that. And like I said, once I hit that 10K, we're going to have that 10K unicorn giveaway. So, until then, I'll talk to you later. God bless you guys. Bye. Alright guys, here's a kind of a close-up so you can see how tasty these sweet treat kebabs look. I always try to remember to do this at the end, but I always forget just because I'm always trying to upload the video. Alright guys, I think they look yummy. Got your cake, your marshmallows, your strawberries. Yes, you can't go wrong. Go on and make you some.